A recent study showed that 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. I'm going to show you how you can stop that cycle and get 1 month ahead on your bills. Hey there, Brittany Flammer here with videos all about budgeting and money saving tips. If you want to be able to afford to live a life you love, then hit the subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my videos. I want to start with a little visual. I'm going to show you what it looks like for the typical American that's living paycheck to paycheck. And then I will give you tips on how you can get that month ahead on your bills. The average American makes $68,000 before taxes, which means after taxes, we're looking at around $4,400 a month. And I'm going to show you what our average expenses are for a typical American. For this example, we're getting paid bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks. So we're going to get paid the 1st and the 15th. For this example. And I've rounded numbers. I've tried to do the most accurate as possible, but I have rounded the numbers to make it a little bit easier. So let's get started. Here's our checking account. And if you're living paycheck to paycheck, you'll notice it's empty because you don't have anything in there until you get paid. So lucky for us, it's the 1st of the month and it's payday. So we're gonna get $2,200 put into our account here. Now we're going to start with our fixed expenses, our most important necessities, and those things that if we don't pay, we'll get penalized and have late fees. Start with retirement. A lot of people have it taken out of their paycheck, but this one we're going to start with retirement at $220. We all know that we have to have health insurance, so our next bill is going to be health insurance at $140 a month. We pay some after each paycheck, so $140 for this paycheck. Then our biggest and most important expense is our mortgage or rent if you're renting. Here's our $1,200 for our mortgage. Then we've got utilities. Think electricity, gas, water, but also things like internet or maybe your cell phone or maybe your phone bill could come out of that too. For the average American, utilities average out to be about $320 a month. So here's our $320 a month. Then we've got our car loan of $320. So I'm going to pull out my $320, put that off towards my car loan, and look at our checking account. It's empty. Now we've paid a lot of bills, but we still have our student loan bill that's due before our next paycheck. And if you'll notice, we haven't spent anything on food, and we need to have food to eat. So what are we supposed to do? Well, I could stop my retirement and not pay retirement, but I know that I need to be paying it, and I know that I'll make enough money in the month to be able to pay my student loans, but they're due now and I don't have the money now. So what am I supposed to do? Probably pull out the credit card, go get some groceries, try to scrape by with the bare minimum until my paycheck, and I'm just gonna hold off on paying my student loans and I'll get a penalty. So we're gonna move those expenses out of the way because we paid them for this month already, and our checking account, as you see, is empty. We're going to get our next paycheck of $2,200 right here deposited in, and now we get to start paying more bills. Our health insurance of $140 is an automatic, and our retirement, once again, of $220 is an automatic. So we'll put those in, and we want food. We need food to eat, so we're going to spend $400 on food, groceries, and eating out. Stick that right here. And we don't want to forget these student loans, so next we're going to pay our $320 in student loans. But remember, we had to pay it late, so we're going to have to pay an extra $50 for our student loans. Then we've got car expenses. These are things like gas, rotating the tires, oil repair, all of those things add up to be $220 a month. And now that we've got our second payment, we want to donate. We're going to donate our $400. Then we've got housing expenses of $180. Things around the house, things in the yard. Those miscellaneous expenses that add up are about $180. So what we've got left in our checking account right here is just enough to make the minimum payment on our credit card. If you'll notice in this example, the biggest problem is timing. We make enough in the month to pay those expenses, but not in time. Some of the bills are due before we get paid, which means we end up paying late fees, more interest, and we're penalized. Did you know the average American spends $577 a year on late fees and penalties? But you know you can avoid this. If you can get 1 month ahead, you can avoid all of this and have a lot less stress. Getting 1 month ahead is the ideal, so you can budget and know exactly how much you have for the month. But even just having a cushion in your account will help you so much. It will reduce the stress. It will let you set up automatic payments so all of your bills are automatically paid and you don't have to worry about them. You don't have to worry about when the bill is due so much because you've already got the money in the account. Even if your bill is due a few days before you're gonna get paid, you've already got a cushion in your account so you're not stressed about it. Now, we all know we wanna get a month ahead on bills, but how do we do it? Well, here are several options for you. First of all, if you are like this example and get paid bi-weekly or every 2 weeks, then you're gonna have 2 extra paychecks a year. Now, they're not really extra because you're working and you're getting paid every 2 weeks, but when you budget, you're assuming you're only getting paid twice a month. There are 2 times in the year you will get a 3rd paycheck. So you can budget and spend money as if you're only getting paid twice, and then use those extra paychecks towards your cushion in your account. Next option for getting a month ahead is a windfall. Now, if you don't know what that is, a financial windfall is when you get some money, unexpected money. A lot of times this is like a work bonus or maybe a tax refund or government stimulus check or even extra birthday money you weren't expecting. A lump of money that you don't usually get. You can take this money and set it aside as your cushion for being a month ahead on your bills. But you have to be very disciplined. Many people, when they get an extra lump of money, whether it's from being paid bi-weekly or if it's a government stimulus, they want to do something fun with it and go spend it. Now, that's okay to an extent, but if you need to get a month, if you don't have a cushion and you want to get a month ahead on your bills, you have to be conscious and put it in your account and leave it. I personally like to leave our cushion in our checking account. If you are the type of person that has money sitting in your checking account and you'll spend it, then don't do that. You can set up another savings account at your bank and put the money in there. And when you need it, transfer it to your checking account. The method that I think works the best for most people is looking through your budget, finding ways where you can cut a little bit and setting aside a little bit regularly for your cushion. So look through your budget. I've got a video right up here with 50 frugal living tips. I guarantee you if you watch that, you'll find somewhere where you can cut back. Even if it's $20 or $30, set that money aside until you have a cushion in your account. Another way you can get the money is to sell something. I guarantee you if you look around your house, your apartment, wherever you live, you will find something that you can get rid of. Just this week, I posted one thing and earned $40. Look at Facebook Marketplace, eBay. There's so many places you can sell things. Have a yard sale. Whatever you can do to get a little bit of extra cash to give you this cushion. I hope this has been helpful for you. If so, give it a thumbs up. And in the description box below, there is a printable checklist on ways you can save thousands of dollars throughout the year, as well as a video right here with 50 frugal living tips. I hope you find it helpful. Thanks so much. See you in the next video.